The day before the NAMAC event took place, I went to my local Makro. For the weekend of the customer, you got a €5 shop credit on the app, regardless of what you bought. So I bought these two cars, a Majorette in the sports cars show box and a mainline Hot Wheels Ford Focus RS. Yes, this is an average price for Hot Wheels mainlines in Europe, except for Germany, where they are much cheaper. So thanks to the shop credit, I ended up not paying much for these. So we got side deco and top deco on this one. It's a great casting. It's just always a bit disappointing it doesn't get lights front and back, because it really could do with that. But other than that, it's a pretty cool casting. And then we got this Toyota GT86, which is new in the premium cars for 2022. It was in the 2021 tune-ups, two different ones. But it's the first time it appears in the premium line. And this vehicle has some historical importance for Majorette. And that has to do with the wheels. So these are new wheels, and to my knowledge, you can correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first time in decades, or maybe even ever, that Majorette made a wheel that has open holes between the spokes. I have not seen this before by Majorette, or I must have forgotten it. And I think Majorette has finally figured out how to make a good wheel. Now, the styling of the wheel may not appeal to everyone. I like them. And I think Majorette is finally on the right track to develop some appealing wheels for their cars. So, Toyota GT86, as I said, suspension, of course, lensed headlights, and pretty much, well, I would say full deco, but at least 4 tempo sides. Nicely done exhaust detail there. Opening doors, obviously. Proper steering wheel, nice interior. Side mirrors. Yeah. Definitely a nice one. Then at the NAMAC, as usual, I met up with my buddy JK. I had some cars for him, he had some cars for me. He found this one. This is a Opel Calibra by Realtoy, but this was released by Edocar, a Dutch diecast brand. So we get full deco on this one. We get a plastic piece for the rear spoiler or wing. We get a gray interior with a red roll cage and driver's seat, bucket seat, and a black dashboard with a black steering wheel. So lots of different parts that you got in these, and full deco. So yeah, it's not mint, but it's a great example to have of this casting, for sure. He also made me a few customs. So all vehicles that I don't have the regular version of yet. He glued them back together. I told him he should not do that because I'm going to open them up anyways. But you know, it's kind of cool to see it in its original packaging, I guess. Volvo 850 Estate in black in the Hot Wheels Wagons series. So let's see, kind of glued back together. So what did he do to this one? he put some welly wheels on it, which I think fit the vehicle very well. He put a driver in there. It's kind of a VIP driver, a chauffeur. So he's got the hat and he's got the black suit. He blacked out the windows in the back and the sunroof for some privacy for the VIP client. Back is the same as the original. You can see the driver from the other side. And on the front, he adjusted the Volvo logo, which is a nice touch. So yeah, really cool version. He thought the black suited the VIP treatment very well, so I agree with him. It's a very cool one. And then he also got me a few of these Volvo 240 drift wagons, or the drift brick, as my buddy Fax always says. Fax that on YouTube. The drift brick, new casting for 2022. So what did he do here? He put different wheels on it, I believe. He painted the interior, so normally it's chrome, so chrome grille and chrome engine and chrome interior. He put some blue paint there on the engine. Looks very good. And the interior he painted gray with some silver accents and some black also. And then there's a nitrous bottle in the back that he painted. And he also painted the doggies, and they look really good, I must say. He said that it's hard to see that they're doggies in the chrome. They're so shiny. They're just a blob of shiny chrome. You can't really distinguish. It really is, but painted up and done like that, that's really nice. Beautiful. Other than that, I think he didn't do anything to the outside. You got those kind of ghost tempos on there. Yeah. The amber windows I'm not a fan of. Would have been better if they were just clear, in my opinion. But, you know, that's hard to change, as you can't customize the window piece, right? This is what it is. And then here's the other one he did. So he gave this kind of the VIP treatment also. Blacked out panoramic roof and back windows. Different rims on this one. He put some red paint on the engine on this one. And then dark interior. I can see some red paint in there. It's kind of hard to see in there, so I'm going to have to take my light. Because he customized the interior on this one also. Okay, let's see. Red steering wheel, some red paint on the seats. Maybe I can do it like this. Yeah, it's pretty dark in there. Shifter red. Okay. So yeah, very nicely done. Looks cool. And he removed the dogs in the back. So no doggies in this one. Because, you know, if you would actually drift your wagon with the dogs in the back, it would be thrown all around in there, and you could get sued for mistreating your pets. So yeah, both cool versions, definitely. They will go on display in the background as all of the other Volvo Customs he and Rudy Moons made for me. Then we get to the stuff I got at NAMAC. So I bought stuff from 18 different sellers, and I ordered online from John Nijhuis, so the former Matchbox ambassador. It also has a table at NAMAC. So if you order stuff online from him and you come to the NAMAC, he brings it to the NAMAC for you, so you don't have to pay for shipping. Very nice of him. And yeah, so that's the 19th seller, basically. What did I get from him? I got a 5-pack, the square tube version. This is the 2002 Roadside Rescue 5-pack. Sorry I can't show you the whole 5-pack, but there's too much stuff on the table, so I would start knocking things over everywhere if I try to show it to you in complete. So just going to cut off the J-hook like I always do with 5-packs. And then just rip this open. Sorry for the noise. Okay. And then let's see. We can take it off like that. Yes. And I have the cards here. So a few interesting vehicles in here. This is the Jeep Liberty, which has opening doors, which was in 2002 pretty unusual. Let's see, no suspension. I don't know if it ever had suspension. I should check that. Nice metal flake gold. All the vehicles have kind of a monkey wrench on the door. This also says a diesel and a jerry can, Jeep Matchbox logo. You got a separate piece on the back for the spare wheel. That's the same wheel as that is on the vehicle, but not with the chrome on there. So without the chrome, just all black. Side view mirrors. So red interior. We got a proper steering wheel. Yeah, that is sweet. So just a side deco, which is typical for a 5-pack model, of course. But good enough. For the tow truck collection, this is the wrecker truck. 6 wheels. Here we got the monkey wrench again. Spark plug. So it's got a yellow plastic light bar that is probably one piece with the base. Generic tow truck, but that's fine. Looks good enough. This thing folds out and moves up like that, so it's got some functionality, and I'm sure you can actually lift the car with that, although I'm not sure if it would stay up, because I think it would probably go down easily with some weight on there. There's some gear in the back also, molded into the plastic. Sweet. Then we got the 56 Ford pickup. Also no suspension. I don't think any of these will have suspension, honestly. There's a battery on this one. Some of these have the cross on there too. All metal bed. Ford embossed in the tailgate. Yeah, the yellow base and the red windows, nah, not a fan, but you know, can't be all winners, right? Here we got the Dodge Dakota. This is my first example I have of this casting. Oh, look at that. This one still has suspension and it's got a lot of travel. Wow. This one's got a tire on there and the cross. The monkey, of course. Half of a metal bed, and then this is plastic. Part of the interior piece. Disc for steering wheel, that's okay. And the front clip is part of the base. And so is the back bumper. Dodge embossed in the tailgate also. And then probably my favorite from this set, the Flatbed Truck. And this is considered still to be licensed by Isuzu. This is the version with the light bar on top. The later versions that were considered no more licensed did not have the light bar on top. So again, we got the monkey. Here we got an exhaust. Same on the other side. So interestingly, this seems to be a little bit different than the later versions. So got a metal base and a metal cabin, COE cab over engine. This pulls out, I believe. Yeah, that's when I do the tow truck video, I'll do a comparison between the original one and the later one, because this probably seemed too complicated for them to do anymore, so they changed it later on. But this is a kind of great way to fix a problem, because they have to make it fit in a 3-inch blister, but this way you can fit a bigger vehicle on there. So let's see, let's take the Jeep Liberty like that. Of course, size is not correct, but you know, they are 3-inch cars or vehicles, and that way you can fit a pretty large vehicle on there, because there's some space left here in the front, so longer vehicles can fit. That's pretty awesome. I'm really glad I have an example of this version, because I didn't know the bed was different to the later version. That's sweet. Look at that. It really works very well, but I can imagine it was expensive to make. So yeah, very pleased with this. Nice weight to it. I'm going to try to find more of those for sure. Also got some loose cars from John. This was €1.50. This is the Isuzu Amigo. First example I have of this casting also. This has suspension. This is from a 5-pack called World Zoo, sorry. So also got a spare wheel with a wrinkled cover on it as a separate piece. It's got a trailer hitch. Got a license plate embossed in the back there. A proper steering wheel. Isuzu on the grille there. That's the same on this side. Yeah, okay. It's the same deco. So 5-pack models, also only the side deco. Then the rest of them are €2, except for the last two. This is the Dodge Viper RT10, a nice blue with the Go Faster stripes in white. Got a little bit of suspension. So got some details there on the side, Dodge Viper and the logo. Proper steering wheel, gray interior. Nice one. The Audi Avis Quattro in a kind of a chrome pink. The Audi rings and Avis on the side. And that's all it gets deco-wise, but that's okay. Got the rings embossed in the back there. And in front. Really shiny. So the Audi Avis was a, let's see if I can tell, 1997 mainline, and the Dodge Viper was a 1999 mainline. Next up is kind of not clear which year it is. As John says, it's in 1995, but if I look it up online, it says 1997, but then could be in 96, I'm not sure. So Lamborghini Countach LP 500S, red plastic base, suspension, 5 spoke rims. These look better on this than the Tyco wheels for sure. Tempo-wise, very nicely done. You got the headlights, the Lamborghini logo, and then these vents for the engine. And on the side we get the contact name and the logo again, and the door handle. So all in all, that's not bad. Got a white interior with a disc for a steering wheel. Then we get the London Taxi. This is a 2012 mainline release with these steelies with the dog dish hubcaps. This is the last mainline version I was missing. Now I have all of the ones that were released as a mainline on a single blister. Just front and rear deco, very nicely done. You don't get the taxi sign template, but that's okay. And a tan interior, sweet. Then we got a few models from 5-packs. This was from the 2007 Police 5-pack. This is the International Armored Car. Always found it strange that they call this a car and not a truck or a van. Black rims, the saw blade wheels, flat black, looking really cool in this police bomb squad. Emergency response livery. I don't collect the plastic body versions anymore, but I will pick up every metal body version I don't have. Not a fan of the red windows, but you know. Other than that, it's a pretty cool one. Here we got the Highway Rescue Fire Truck. This is from the 2012 EMT 5-pack. It's got the shark mouth on the door there. That's pretty cool. Kind of a generic fire rescue livery. Silver metal body and then a red plastic piece. A generic casting, Matchbox original, but I needed it for the fire engine video. I plan on doing so. And the next one is for the ambulance video I plan on doing. This is a 2004 ambulance. This was in the 2013 EMT 5-pack. So I did not have an example of this casting. It's got the blue window piece, so we get blue cherries in the back and a blue light bar in the front. Metro ambulance. Also a Matchbox original, plastic red roof, and then what you see is white is metal. Very pleased to find this one. This was a little bit more expensive. This was €2.50, which I think is still pretty okay for a hard to find casting like this. From the 2012 Police 5-pack, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 Police, 2010 model year. Generic police livery, special police, separate light bar on top, love that. And we have not seen a version yet with a retooled window piece, part of the light bar, part of the window piece. So that's a really great version in casting. Love it. And then also one I needed for the fire engine video. This is the Dennis fire engine. Not the original from the 50s. This is a retooling. It says there on top, I think it says 1988 copyright. According to John, this is a 1991 release. So yeah, this is a good way to have an example of this original casting. Well, the first fire engine they released, I believe. That's what I mean with original. So got the gray wheels and then some gold or copper accents here and there, and yellow wheels. €3. So yeah, if I would have to buy a original from the 50s, would cost me a lot more. Definitely in mint condition, and this is good enough for me. So yeah, good stuff. And I also got some Carter stuff from him. This is a Jeep Wrangler Superlift. I like this casting, so I buy every single version I can find. Nice blue metal body, red base. Oh, it's a reverse base. There you go. Some white on the rims, and yeah, a lot of decos on the side there. Seems like an eagle in the Matchbox logo there, and then I think these are Matchbox designers, Lopez, Cody, and Geraldo, and then some kind of a Superman logo there. Some stuff on the roof rack as part of the window piece, and a light bar also. Got a snorkel on this side. Not sure what this is in the back. Kind of looks like a winch, but why would they have a winch in the back? Or maybe it's just two jerry cans. Some stuff in between. I don't know. This is definitely a winch in the front. Yeah, cool one. And also got this one from John. This is the hard nose. I did not have an example of this casting. Hard nose on the base also, but it's also got I think it's called Airport Fire Truck or something like that. That's a different name for it. So I'll open this in the fire engines video. So plastic body, metal base. Only 2 releases as far as I know of this casting. Then from another famous, oh sorry, not finished yet. For the ambulance video, this is the 1997 Gold Edition ambulance. And this was a gift from John. That was very nice of him. So yeah, opened this up in the ambulance video, obviously. Then we get to another famous Matchbox collector in Holland, Bert van der A. And I got another Jeep Wrangler Superlift from him for the same price. By the way, Diecast Dude also did a video at NAMAC, obviously. If you want to see him grab this car, check out his video. I will put a link at the end of this video and in the description to his video. At 9 minutes and 14 seconds, he grabs this actual vehicle that I later on bought. So check that out. So a metallic orange on this one with a blue window piece. So we get a blue light bar, although it's not in a police livery. Extreme Adventure is the livery on this one. Cool. And from a German seller, I found these two. He was asking €2, but I got them for €1.50 each. That was very kind of that German seller. Again, you can see these two at 45 minutes and 25 seconds in Diecast Dude's video. The other version of the hard nose, so now I have both of them, to my total surprise. And I did not have an example of the Blaze Blaster for the fire engine video, so again, score. Then from Blondie, I picked up a few Matchbox moving parts. Did not have any example of the 82 Datsun 280 ZX. €3 each. These were, which is affordable in Europe, because usually they're around 8 to €10 at events. I mean, in stores you can find them for about €4 or €5. So this is the first release in the moving parts of this casting. Got a gray base, nice gold rims, kind of a metallic charcoal body color, some gold and silver tampos on top. of course, opening doors. This is kind of stiff, but it opens. I got a disc for a steering wheel, but you know, they did some effort to make it look halfway decent, so I can appreciate that. You know, as long as it's not a urinal, I'm happy nowadays. Yeah, cool casting. Happy to finally have not one, but several examples of it, because here's the second release of it, also from Blondie. Nice blue, nice 5 spokes with the gold ring, gray interior and black base. This one's got the taillights done. Sweet. That is awesome. Yeah, looks so good with the taillights done. That's incredible. Yeah, really pleased with this. Doesn't have a back seat, by the way. I did not notice that. That's interesting. Okay. I thought these came with a back seat, but must be mistaken, or maybe it's just Matchbox goofing around. The biggest peg warmer in Matchbox history, probably. Well, besides then the 2004 lineup of new castings. The Renault Trésor concept. I wanted to figure out or to see how this roof thing works. Not that I'm really excited about the vehicle, like most people were not. Gray base, the flat gray body, the red interior. Got the tampons in the back and in the front, and a plastic canopy with some red paint on there for the window piece. So this folds down, I guess. Okay, like that. Doesn't even fit very snug, I must say. And then it just lifts up like that. Is that all it does? It's well, I was impressed with the some of the moving parts they did for other vehicles. Not so impressed with this one. Okay, that's basically all it does, I guess. Or does it go further? No, it doesn't seem to go further. And there's a pin in the front there holding it down. There seems to be a little bit more room behind this arm to open up, but I guess it won't. Interesting looking steering wheel though. But other than that, yeah, kind of a strange choice on Matchbox part. I mean, I'm all in for more French cars, but yeah, kind of strange they chose this one. Then the next seller, about the next 3 items from the 1955 GMC Scenic Cruiser. I missed out on this one. A local store had the case that this was in, but by the time I got to the store, they were all gone. I will open this up in the bus video. So yeah, pleased to find this for an affordable price. And look at that, the third moving parts version of the 1982 Datsun 280 ZX. Seller was asking for. I asked him, can I have it for 3? And he said yes. You know, it's always, you're always free to ask, you know. We say in Dutch, we say here, you have a no, you can always get a yes. Black base, kind of, well, is it a metallic bronze or orangey or brown? It's kind of hard to tell. With a light tan interior. Again, taillights done, and this time we even get the license plate. Wow, it just gets better and better. Now this one got some gold on the license plate, but no Japanese writing on there. So yeah, this thing gets Keeps getting better and better. 5 spokes also, but the chrome ones. Got even deco on the whole top there. Well, this one who also got the rear deco did not get the roof and the back done. So these are definitely improving on tempos, which make them you know, their value go up. So for the price they are asking for these in Europe, kind of makes them a little bit more worth it, I guess. And I also got this Majorette SOS theme set for only €5. Imagine that. In stores back then, this would have been around €12–13. Nowadays, with the inflation, between 15 and 20. You can still find these in stores. It's got a date, packaging date of February 2021. I've been after this set for a long time, but I did not want to spend the money because the only change that is in the set compared to the previous release is this. So it had the VW Amarok with the trailer with a kind of a small boat on there, kind of a raft or something like that, you know. So this was new to this set. Everything else is the same as the previous set, so I didn't want to spend all that money for just these two. So I'm happy I was able to snag this up for this little money. If I were to buy this set alone, if it existed, that would have cost me probably more than €5 even. So very nice casting, this Peugeot 3008 GT. It definitely looks cool in a French fire department livery. Sapeur Pompier. 18 is the fire department telephone number in France. Lens headlights, of course, full deco, tempo wise, all around. Separate piece for the light bar, and it's got an opening piece in the back. The lift gate goes up. Got a trailer hitch, of course, for the boat trailer, and suspension, obviously. Whole 9 yards. And here we got the trailer, kind of a, well, doesn't really have a name, just says Majorette on there. It's metal. The boat, oh yeah, it's got a license plate in the back too, and some details for the lights and stuff. Boat, I think just clips off. I think, yes. It's got these two hooks that it clips into. What you see is red is metal. Also in the fire department livery with the light bar on there. So got a little railing here, white plastic piece, black for the engine in the back, some oxygen bottles and a buoy. And yeah, it's got a urinal for a steering wheel. Look, sometimes Majorette does that too. Some seats there and little stairs or steps. Yeah, and it's got little wheels, so you can roll it. Sweet. Let's click it back in. There you go. And attach it to the Peugeot. There you go. Nice set. The other ones I've shown before in the Car SOS series I did, or video. This is the helicopter Bell 429, so licensed helicopter in a French fire department livery. This also turns here, and this obviously does too. We got the Renault Master van, the Pompier livery. As you can see, 2019 production, and this is in a 2021 box. So yeah, I've seen that before on Majorette. They have stuff lying around sometimes. MAN TGS ladder truck. Cool. Got some functionality, you know. This extends, the bucket swivels. Cool. Nicely done model. mostly plastic in the back. It's got a metal cabin. And then some of these signs, which I don't care about. First time ever I saw this. So this is a Dickie Spielzeug release. Got the little hippo, red hippo logo there. Dickie Diecast truck stop in 187. So before the Simba Dickie group acquired Majorette and Schuco and other diecast brands, they had other diecast manufacturers make stuff for them and then put them in these kind of packagings. These are the other ones in the set. I thought the seller had, I think, 3 different ones, and I thought this was the most interesting one. So €5 he was asking. Let's see if I can open it up this way. Yes. So this would probably be some kind of a Chinese-made truck that you can also find in the German beer advertising packagings, I assume. It's very dusty on top. I'm just going to wipe it down a bit because that's not... oh, it'll need a clean for sure with some water, because this is pretty dusty, all right. Okay, so this is made by High Speed. That's interesting. It says Mercedes-Benz, so this is probably licensed, as the most High Speed stuff was. It's really interesting that High Speed did these. Tires are vinyl, so they have tread on them, but they're not soft rubber, they're vinyl. Cool. Let's see if we can detach this without breaking anything. Okay. So we got a Mercedes Actros COE. The little sun visor here in plastic grille with some chrome on it. And then the fifth wheel it's all plastic in the back. So what you see here, the brown is metal and everything else is plastic. Nice chrome wheels. And we got a trailer, doesn't see anything on it. Koni Racing Deco, so a Dutch supplier of suspension equipment. So doors do not open in the back. Yeah, all in all, very pleased with this. Click, just like that. Put it back in the packaging. And that's whether it will stay in. Then got some vintage stuff at the very end of the event at 3 in the afternoon. This was sitting on a table and with some other loose cars, and it said €2 for each. I was like, no way, that is still sitting there. So this is the Majorette Dodge Pompier fire truck. Almost mint with a ladder on it. Now I'm not sure if this is the original ladder it came with. I thought the original ladders were metal and this is plastic, but it fits so well on there. It's got these little notches in the back. It clips on this sport here, and then it kind of sits very nicely on there. So it fits so well. It's almost hard to believe it's not made for this one. Yeah, perfect. Cherries on top, no damage. A little bit of paint loss on the red body. Tempo is a little bit low on this, but you know it's all there. It's all complete. It's all, I mean, amazingly good looking for only €2. So yeah, I was really amazed I could score this at the end of the event. Awesome. Then I found this in a baggie. This seller seemed to be an honest seller. that's why I bought this from him, and also because it was in a baggie. People that put stuff in baggies, you know, they show that they take care of their stuff that they're selling, and not throwing it in a big pile. I paid €5 for this old Lesney Daimler Ambulance. I need it for the ambulance video. It's the version without the base, so it's the oldest version, so this is at least 65 years old, and I think the condition is quite good for being so old. I don't know if it paid too much or if it was cheap. I have no idea on prices on Lesney cars. This is not my collecting preference, but I need it for that video. So the front would have been painted silver, hand painted, so the grille and the top of the bumper. So we can still see some remnants of that silver there. Some would have a cross on the roof, but I don't think this one ever had, because probably would have some remnants on there. Ambulance is embossed on the side, and there's a later version that had a base and some changes, so I don't have that version. If I find it for cheap, I will pick it up. Otherwise, I will just have this example. Then from the seller, I bought stuff from before that has a table filled with all Renault cars. I bought 10 Norev from him. I have already a few examples of this Renault 4 by Norev, but this is in a special celebration packaging, 50 years of the 4L. So I thought that was kind of interesting to get. €3.50, 2011 date on there, so 2012 release probably. So the vintage ones get rubber tires with Norev, and silver bumper parts of the base, lensed headlights, and some details front and back. Even says 50 ans, 50 years on the license plate there underneath the 4L. It's nicely detailed. Nice period correct color too. This brown. I love it. This is a special one. So these are all dealership packagings, by the way. Les petites légendes sportives, the little sporty legends. This says on the packaging. It's a little bit more expensive, €5, but this is definitely a special one. The R8 Gordini. From 1965, it says on the base. Yeah. So again, we got the rubber tires because it's a vintage one. 4-lens headlights on this one. This is a true deco, so an existing deco of the 10th Tour de Corse Automobile of 1965. So the 10th DGM Tour, I wanted to say, the 10th Tour of Corsica for automobiles in 1965. So we got some sponsors on the side, Roundel number 116, and some details on the back. This had the engine in the back, so there's a little grill there. Sweet. Yeah. One loose one, this was €3. This is the Renault Kangoo of 2007, metal on metal, suspension. Got the trailer hitch that is completely useless because Norev did not have any trailers. Opening lift gate, cherry on top, gendarmerie livery, lens headlights, so French police. Here we got a Dacia Duster. This was €2.50. In a SOS Médecin. médecin livery, doctor. So plastic base suspension. These all have authentic rims, by the way, if you were wondering. This liftgate should open, but I tried that and didn't manage to get it open, but it's okay. Plastic trailer hitch again. Why? Don't know. Nicely painted roof rails there in black. And of course lens headlights and all the stuff that Norev is known for and famous for. Here we got a Renault Clio in a fire department livery. This is a Clio Grand Tour, so a station wagon version of this small hatchback. 2007 model. Suspension, metal on metal. Liftgate opens up. Cherry on top. Roof rails in silver on this one. Yeah, sweet. Here we got the Renault Megan, the hatchback. I have the coupe in a gendarmerie livery, but I did not have the hatchback in a French police livery, 2008 model. Hatch opens up in the back, not very far. So they tended to put trailer hitches on all these back in the day. Completely useless. Got the chevrons on the hood or bonnet. Yeah, all very nicely detailed and heavy models because, you know, metal on metal. The Renault Laguna Grand Tour, again, station wagon in a French police livery. And no cherry on top, just like the previous one. Metal on metal. Liftgate. Station wagons open. The liftgate opens up further than the hatchbacks, it seems. Chevrons again in the front. Light grey interior. And then a Renault Traffic window van. So these were all €3.5, by the way. I forgot to show you, but they were all €3.5. So this color appealed to me. Did not really need another example of a window van version of the Renault Trafic, but you know, it's a nice color. So Generation, I think that's a kind of a livery of this vehicle. Nicely tempoed. Opens up in the back. Very big windows though. Not sure if they were that big on the real one. And this was interesting. This is a Renault Master van in a circus livery. But when I opened it up, I got a surprise. Something that is not very visible in the packaging. This is in a kind of a dépanneuse livery, a tow vehicle. So let's first look at the vehicle. 2003 Renault Master, metal on metal. Metal bumper that is painted flat black. They do that very well. So cirque or circus, animals on this side and a clown on this side. Cool stuff. That would have been enough to satisfy me. But look at this contraption in the back that is fitted on the trailer hitch, which is modified for this. And it works really well. So you can fold it down, boink, like that. And then you fold this open like that. And then you can put a vehicle on there. So where's that loose? Loosey. So like that. You can put it on the parking lot here. Like that. And it actually really functions very well. It turns to all sides. It follows the vehicle perfectly. You know, the French, if they design something, they really think it through, and if they want to, they can really make something amazing like this. So this swivels. This is fixed. This doesn't move. You can see there's a flat spot on the trailer hitch, on the tow hook, so that keeps that in place. And the also the little gray latch keeps it in place as part of the interior piece. The doors open in the back, by the way, like that. You can see there's several rows of seats in there, because same material for the panel van version. So you just fold it back up like that, and then you push it up, and then it springs into place. Look at that. So not sure why a circus vehicle would have a towing apparatus on its trailer hitch, but it's my first example I have of this towing thing, so I'm very pleased with it. That was a nice surprise. I was not expecting that to be in there, because it's not very visible in the box. And then the last one, also a Renault Master in a police livery. Different police liveries than the other ones in blue. Different light bar on top too. Metal on metal. And it's got a bit of chevrons in the back, nicely detailed. Doors are open too on this one, just like the red one. From another seller, but still a Norev, a German seller. This was €5. As you can see here, toy car 3-inch, so they don't claim to be 164. It clearly says it's 3-inch, so made to fit the packaging. This is a Volkswagen Eos. Very nice version, I must say. It's got a metal base also and suspension, but luckily no trailer hitch. Nicely done details in the back. The Eos name and the V6 are maybe a little bit big in size. Nice chrome grille in the front. And a very beautiful interior. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? That is definitely high value right there. That is sweet. Awesome. That's where the value is, I wanted to say. I got one Siku, this Mini Cooper Police. You can see this in Diecast Dude's video at 15 minutes and 45 seconds. German police livery, Polizei, plastic base, rubber tires, generic rims, although they fit on a Mini Cooper. Separate piece for the light bar, opening doors, proper steering wheel with a nice interior, and a full deco. You can clearly recognize the Mini interior there. And it's got lens headlights, and yeah, nicely done up, all the details you'd want. Sweet. From Tom's Model Cars, this was the only thing I got. The Tesla Cybertruck from the Hot Wheels ID series. Normal price €8.99, and I got it for €5 because the box is crushed. So let's cut this open and get it out. Don't have a lot of these ID cars. I think they're pretty overpriced. I think this has to slide out. Yeah. Sure, that chip in there must cost something, but you know, to me as a collector, it doesn't have much value. That chip, there it is. So reverse base. So just got those ID wheels in all black. The only thing, the difference from the mainline, I think, is this backside. I think the mainline has this painted too. I'm not sure. No, I don't think it is. This is closed on the mainline. So yeah, that's funny. Looks like the cover has been cut out. If you look at the side there, that's like somebody manually cut out the cover. That's funny. So it's got some kind of an electric quad in there in the back, it seems. So that's cool. Cybertruck on the license plate. That's nice. Got some details there, but in the front it's the same as the mainline. Just that LED light. So yeah, but I'm glad to have it. It's cool. Got an interior, so you can see through the panoramic roof. It's got a well, some hint of a steering wheel, though it is mounted to the floor. So yeah, not very exciting. Put it back in there because otherwise I don't have enough space on the table here to have everything loose like that. Yeah, let's do these next because we also should not forget these in the back here. Next seller had these two, Hong Kong Diecast. Original price in Hong Kong dollars was 120. That is at today's money about 16 euro. He was asking 7.5 for these. I got him down to 6.25, so €3.12 each. Daimler licensing. These are Realtoy. I don't know if these were sold in the UK because it's got a UK company and address on there, or these were only sold in Hong Kong. Not sure. This one is open. The other one is still taped up. I bought it like this, so I did not tamper with it in any way. I will not be able to show you the cars loose because I want to keep the packaging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a X-Acto blade and cut off the blister and put them back in there. But so we got two Sprinter vans. This is a window van and a Hong Kong police livery. Full deco on this. Looks pretty impressive. Got nice rims. The light bar in the back. Got the chevrons. This very much looks like something Tiny HK or Tiny Hong Kong does. It looks very similar to me. And then we got the ambulance, all metal body, so nice weighty piece, different rims. Again, full deco. No opening parts on these, but that's okay. That doesn't need to have that. Just lots of details. So yeah, definitely good value for money. These, I mean, a Tiny HK will set you back very easily 15 euro for something similar like this. So I don't know if a Realtoy became Tiny HK or what, but definitely getting that vibe from these. And then we got these Hong Kong taxis, Toyota Crowns. Funny enough, I just recently saw one of these in a video by Fax, Mystery Box Monday. Fax that on YouTube, and these are still taped up, like I just said moments ago. Same price, by the way. So yeah, funny, I would find these just shortly after he showed the one he found at a flea market, I think. These are quite big in scale, made to fit the packaging, I guess. Nice rims on these, full deco also. So we got a red one with a silver roof, we got a green one with a white roof. Yeah, nicely done. I've got a tiny HK taxi also to the crown. This is also, again, very similar to this. Maybe not scale-wise, but yeah. When I do the taxi video, I will definitely compare these with one another. So that is a promise. So, like that. Okay. Then the next seller, a Flemish seller, so a Dutch-speaking Belgian, just like I am. He was kind of doing a clearance of some stuff, and he had tubs with €5 stuff in there, and this one was in there. So a Greenlight Hollywood M&J Toys exclusive chrome edition of the 67 Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. Now usually these are between 10 and 15 euro, so €5 is definitely a score. I'm not going to open this up right now. I'm going to check if Joe of XLT Off-Road Bear has this or wants this, and if not, I will open it up in a later date. But yeah, definitely a nice find. And there was something else in that €5 tray that I asked him, is that €5 also? He said, no, it's not. It's €15. That's this one. But he said you can have it for 10. I was like, okay, I'll take it. So this is the Matchbox Super Kings car transporter, 1980 copyright. It's not mint, but it is complete, and that is what's most important to me. So it's got, as you can see, several price tags on there. Let's disconnect so we can look at them separately. So here we got the Bedford COE tractor, or rig, or lorry, whatever you want to call it, 1979 copyright, made in England. It's got all the stickers still on there. It's got this little wind deflector on there with the courier name of the company on there. Bedford, and outlining of the grille and the headlights in chrome. Right-hand drive with a proper steering wheel. Got these cables here still present that just attach in a hole here and in some fittings there. Don't know what this is for, honestly. You can kind of move it, but I thought it was to open up to fold forward the cabin, but the cabin is riveted shut here, so it's not. You cannot tilt it forward. Anyways, plastic fifth wheel. And then we got the all metal trailer. So again, stickers are there, complete. So you have to lift up the top deck a little bit to open up the ramp, like that. And then you can lower the top deck. These pistons or cylinders, they hold it up like that. See, it's really, really nice. Very pleased to have this. If I would buy this new in the packaging, that would set me back probably €100. So I got it now for 10% of that price. So I'm very pleased with that. Should we put some cars on there? Well, why not? Why not? Because I know some of you clicked on the thumbnail of this video to see this one. So gotta give you some something to look at, right? Okay, these fit on there pretty well. I thought they were going to be a little bit long because these are pretty large castings, but being a Super Kings, okay, and so the last one has a little bit issue to get on there. Okay, now they are snug. I'm going to lift it up. Oops, stay on there. Doesn't really want to. I'm going to lift it up, that will be better. Being a Super Kings, they are, of course, with the weight, the pistons have trouble keeping it up, so you need to put the ramp underneath there to keep it in the up position. Being a Super Kings, of course, it's big enough to carry these 3-inch cars, and also size-wise, it makes sense, you know. It totally works. The let's see, maybe this is too modern. Let's put this one next to it. You know, if you put this next to it, size-wise, it makes sense, you know. And that's so great about the Super Kings car transporter. So that's awesome. Put that in the back for you. Of course, you can put some cars underneath there too, but I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Then I got this BMW i8 Roadster toy car for €4, which to me is not a toy car at all. This is pretty nice. This is, from what I'm told, if you brought your BMW in for service at a BMW dealership, you got one of these. So this is the second i8 I got. I got the coupe version for €1 previously at another event. They do have some more toy grade ones in these packagings that have like ugly generic wheels and no interior. But these are definitely something else. These are what seems to be, well, they're not metal on metal, but they have a nice weight to them, plastic base. Authentic looking rims that, I don't know, that is plastic. They're definitely plastic wheels, but they look authentic. But a nice heavy metal body, lens lights in the back and in the front. Full deco. Nice metallic bronze color. And also a good looking interior, proper steering wheel, door cards and everything. So yeah, this is, I mean, to me this is not a toy car. This would be a shame if you gave this to a kid to play with, because it's just too nice. This is definitely collector worthy to me. So yeah, very pleased with this. Comes with some information sheet. Again, not going to spend time on that. Also managed to score a few Schuco. Schuco has become quite expensive for me. They're at about €12 advised sale price nowadays. Before the inflation of 11% that we have nowadays, this was the regular price, so I got them for between €5 and €8. I bought most of them. So nowadays it's kind of hard for me to get Schuco, but this seller had two for a very fair price nowadays. But they used to be regular price before. Mercedes-Benz 200D. This is a 2019 release. So let's take a look. You know what? I kind of feel like we first have to do the ones in the back here, because I'm going to forget them otherwise. Sorry about that. You'll have to wait a little bit for the Schuco. So what these are, let's start with this one. These are East German vehicles, and these are made by Grell, and these were on the brewery themed cards. So breweries that released these. Jugendtraume made in DDR, so children's dreams or youngsters' dreams, made in the former German Democratic Republic, East Germany. This is number 1. 2005 was the first year that they introduced these, as far as I know. Sternquell is the brewery. A collector edition, it says here in German. Sammeledition. €5 each. Here's a few of the other ones in the set. So number 1 is not on there. So yeah, it's very handy I made a list of all of these by using the backs of these cards. Very handy, so you know what is out there, and then you can make a list and see what you still need to find. Flimsy packaging, but that's okay. I don't care about packaging anyways. So away it goes. Oh yeah. So to actually know which one it is, so since it doesn't say it on the back here, I need the other one to tell you what it is. Number 1 of 2005 is the Vatberg 312. So that's what this is. So I'll have to keep the packaging for a little bit longer. So Grell model, it says here on the base, we got rubber tires, got I think authentic looking rims, two-tone body, separate chrome bumpers, some silver in the front, tempo-wise, nothing in the back. It's a red vehicle, so they probably thought, don't need to do the tail lights. Okay looking interior. These give me a huge Wally vibe, these Grell models. I should measure them to know if they are true to scale. I've only measured one before, and that one was this this version. This was 165, so pretty close. But well, I will see later on if I measure these if this is true to scale or not. But yeah, definitely cool looking cars that you don't get to see very often. This is number 2 of 2005 in the same set, so we know from the other packaging that this is the EMW 327/3 Coupe, I think this needs to say. So EMW was the East German BMW, so basically a BMW made in East Germany. Eisenach Motorenwerke is EMW. Again, get chrome bumpers on this one, not yeah, chrome bumpers just like the other one. Two-tone body again. The fenders and the running boards and the wheel arches are plastic. Then we got the dark blue top part of the metal body and then a light blue side part of the metal body. Very nicely done. BMW kidneys, very big back in the day, and they are now big again, but different size, different shape, I should say. Again, tempo-wise, nothing in the back. It's a little bit dusty because there's a little hole in the packaging, I think for, I don't know why they put that hole in there, but dust gets in there. Very nice, sleek model. Beautiful. Another set, another brewery, Braustolz, Traumautos der DDR, so dream cars from the former Democratic German Republic. Number 3 of 2005 is the Avadberg 311 Cabriolet. So pretty much the same base, but rubber tires again, authentic rims. At least I think they're authentic. Again, we got separate chrome bumpers front and back. Here we get do get some tail lights. That's sweet. And green hood or bonnet and boot or trunk. Not sure why that is, but looks kind of Polizei-like. Maybe that's why they did it. A cool looking steering wheel. Dashboard is nice too. You know, interior wise, brown interior, period correct. Got some nice air ducts here on the side. Sweet. And then number 4 of the Braustolz brewery release. Number 4 is the Coupe P70. So no brand, no car make, just Coupe P70. I don't know if they forgot to put the car make on there or what, but you know, can't tell you if what car make it would be. This one has silver bumpers that are not separate but part of the metal body, interestingly. Red tail lights, some silver in the front, two-tone again, metallic green with a white roof, a nice steering wheel and dashboard. Cool. Okay, now we're back to Schuco. Sorry about that. Just had to do it before I forgot it. I know myself. So let's unscrew this one from the base. We can get a better look at that. Okay, this is not going to work. Let's use another one. I think this will work. Yeah, these screws on Schuco are always very tough to get off. So Schuco is metal on metal, true 164. Got some silver for the exhaust. Authentic rims with rubber tires. Lens lights front and back, full deco. Nice grille. The Mercedes Star could be better. I mean, Mini GT does a much better job on that. This just looks very toy grade. And that's why I don't think these are worth more than €10, just because they're lacking some of the details that a Mini GT does offer. Although these taillights are very nicely done though, with the orange and the red and the clear for the reverse lights. And nice interior too. So yeah, it's definitely a nice one, and it's even got some orange for the indicators in the front lights. I'm very pleased with it. These are kind of harder to come by, the regular versions. The Polizei one is easy to find. You can still find on Amazon Germany. But these regular releases, they sell out first, and then the emergency ones, they keep being available for a few years after that, after they've been released. Although actually the emergency ones are worth more, in my opinion, because they get extra tampos and a light bar or light cherry on top. So they're more expensive to make for the for Schuco, but generally it seems collectors like the civilian versions better. So glad to be able to grab these. Tables is getting full. And then we got the 180D. This was a 2020 release. This also came in a Polizei livery. I don't have that one either. This is the first example I have of this casting actually. So metal on metal. The W120 is the internal code by Mercedes-Benz for this model. The nickname is the Ponton for this model. So again, we get lens lights front and back, rubber tires of course, and authentic rims. Lens lights in the back are very tiny and two-tone, or maybe three, yeah. I think it's a red on top, orange in the bottom, and then clear in the middle. Seems like it. So yeah, that's very nicely done. Again, nice grille, but disappointing Mercedes Star. All in all, yeah, very cool. Okay, rubber tire is a little bit of an issue there, but not that bad. Got a nice steering wheel, but being so black, it's kind of hard to look in there. Maybe I can use a torch to show you some of the interior. You can see prop steering wheel, nice dashboard. Now seats and stuff. All done really nice. They would use a lighter color. It would be so much nicer to look at, right? Maybe black is cheaper or just easier to use. I don't know what the reason is for many brands to choose to go for just simple black interior. AUTOart. Subaru Impreza Wrc, or in the full name, Subaru New Age Impreza Racing Car, 2002, Mäkinen and Lindström, number 10 Rally of Monte Carlo. €10, that's the most expensive AUTOart I've ever bought, but I thought this was definitely worth it. Definitely one of the nicer finds at the event. Although I'm pretty pleased with everything I found. Okay, let's see if we can do it the other way. Yeah, like that. Actually, I brought out the parking lot to put the nice cars on, and I'm putting them all back. Jeez. You see, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe most of the times. Okay, so we got some exhaust detail there. Sorry, out of focus. Plastic tires, but authentic gold rims with brake discs behind the rims. Full deco, blue roll cage inside. No lensed headlights, but just tampoed. Very nicely done grille there. This got a lot of nice details. Very tiny side mirror on one side, but not on this side, interestingly. So a true existing livery on this one for sure. I don't follow rally, but I'm sure this is all true to the real vehicle. This probably is a plastic wing, yes. Does it say Subaru Technica International? Awesome. Yeah, sweet. Let's see if we can look inside. There's a... So it's a left-hand drive. It's got two bucket seats, of course, for the pilot and the co-pilot. Very nice seats. I know in the back, well, it seems like some spare wheel or something like that. I don't know what's in there. Part of the roll cage. Yeah, interesting. Very nicely done roll cage. It seems very authentic. Sweet. Yeah, definitely a nice one. Okay, and now I start putting cars in the parking lot. So let's put all these on there too, because we're assuming they're true 164, although I think this seems pretty large for it seems to be a small convertible, but anyways. And then the last thing from again another seller is this New York City Greenlight diorama. It is in a bit of a dire state. I cleaned the outside box. It's got a 2014 copyright. But I didn't want to cut the seal because it's still sealed up. So the top part here that's caved in is dusty and dirty, and also the inside is. So I apologize for that. Usually I I pride myself on showing you clean stuff. So I cleaned up everything that you've seen here. There was nothing that was really nice and clean except for a few things. Everything else was dusty and dirty. So I cleaned up everything, spent the whole day cleaning up everything. But yeah, didn't do it with this because I just want to show it to you how I got it, and I didn't want to break the seal. So started out being €35, then it went down to 20, still didn't sell, then 15, and that's when I bought it. €3.75 per car. Mainly got it for the Chrysler 300C, which is a casting I try to collect all of by Greenlight. It's got some flashing on the rims, so that will not have helped selling this thing. And we got some other interesting vehicles. Some damage on that Dodge, unfortunately, but you know, it was cheap. So let's start cracking this open. Cut the seal right there. And I'm not going to keep the box, so I could just tear this apart, but you know, try not to be too savage, because you know, some people are very sensitive about that, you know. Whoa, sorry, see, things happen when I have to handle big stuff and dirty stuff because it freaks me out. Anyways, nice picture in the back. Let's start cutting. There'll be a lot of cutting to do here, I think. Yep, it's one side and the other side. Okay, that opens too. And then we got, how does this work? Okay, the back side. Okay, also needs to be cut. And then, no, I think there's more tape here on the side. Okay, now I came prepared from watching Champion DJK. I know these things often have these annoying things, so I got just these clippers here to cut everything off like that and take out the vehicles much easier. And trying to unwind these. Throw this on the ground. It'll be a nice mess after the video as usual. Clean up on aisle 4 will require. Okay. So I'm not going to bother taking off these accessories. I'm not really into those. So not that important to me. Let's see. Oh dear. Maybe I have to cut this one too. You know, to make it easier to get that off of there without destroying the axles, right? Okay, first up, 2013 Ford Explorer number 162. That's a pretty low number. Nice metallic red. Of course, we got authentic rims, rubber tires. And these older Greenlights, we get lens lights front and back. That's cool about finding these older ones. Sorry for the dust on there. So authentic license plate. The base clips into the metal bumper here, interestingly. So you got a row of seats in the back there. You can see the headrest. So this is a 7-seater. Very smoked windows in the back. Yeah, this is a nice one. Again, I will ask Joe of XLT Off-Road Bear if he has this or he wants it. If not, I will keep it because it's a nice one. The New York City Taxi. We'll already have a few of these, but it's okay. Yes. I also had a rubber band, by the way. I don't know if you saw that previously for the hood or bonnet. Usually my experience is that these are hard to open, so I don't know why they put a rubber band on there. Anyways, this is the only one in here I think that does not have the lens lights. Definitely a nice version. Love these black steelies with the silver center there. That's awesome. And we get the Handicapped Dodge. So that needs to go in the handicapped parking spot. So this is the older Charger. I did not have an example of this older style Charger. Jeez, this is really hard to get out. Yeah, this one has seems to have a little bit wider wheels, and they don't really want to come out of there. I really would like to put it on the parking lot, and it's not going to be that nice to look at with the thing sticking out from the base. Okay, 2012 Dodge Charger, it's what it is. 512 is the number. Cool black alloys on it. You can see here also had the rubber band on there, which seems to be in good condition, so there's no paint damage. This is good quality rubber band, not unlike the ones Hot Wheels use. Oh, look at that. That's a nice engine bay. It's got a Hemi in there. That's cool. That's really nicely done. Got a push bar in front. Nicely detailed headlights. Very nice taillight bar there. It's got the number on the license plate of the vehicle. CPR, courtesy, professionalism, respect, NYPD. It's a little bit of paint chip here on the mirror, and then it's missing one of the lights on the V-shaped light bar. That's the damage it's got. That's why it belongs on the handicap spot. There you go. And it's a police vehicle, so you know. Okay, last one. The reason why I got the set to begin with. Whoa. So we'll try to remove the flashing on the rims with the X-Acto knife. See what that does. So 2013 Chrysler 300C, 1857 is the serial number. Nicely done headlights there. Lensed, of course. And completely front end is very nicely done. Silver for the mirrors and around the windows. Oh, painted taillights. No lens taillights on this one either. NYC 2013 license plate. That's cool. Yeah, awesome. There you go. That's the parking lot. Can't see all of them, so I'll move the camera a little bit like that. Sorry, the Schuco are not in there because I put them back in the packaging. Silly me. Thanks for watching.